Long ago, there was this huge turtle, very big turtle that had this really big head, and he was guardian of the water. He said this spring of water. This was a very big turtle in a big spring, but this was the only water anywhere around. One day, as this turtle sat over the water, this fox come by, and the fox asked the turtle if he could have some water. And the turtle to him said, "No," said, "I'm guardian of the water. You can't have any water." So fox leaves, but a few days later, this fox is back again. And by this time, he's so thirsty that his tongue is hanging out and his tail is dragging. He can barely speak. But once again, he asked this turtle, said, "Would you please let me drink the water?" He said, "I'm so thirsty. I thank you much." Well, the big-headed turtle again told him, said, "You can't have any water. I'm guardian of the water." So the fox leaves again, but this time the fox is going away. Sitting underneath the bushes and briars, his brother Rabbit. And this Rabbit calls the fox over and he asks the fox, he says, "Fox," he says, "why don't we work together?" So to get some water from that turtle. Said, "I'm thirsty too." And the fox asked the Rabbit, he says, "Well, Rabbit, do you have a plan? What's your plan?" And Rabbit said, "Sure." He said, "Go gather up some clay." And the fox went to gather up clay. And Rabbit went off in the field and he gathered up this plant we call rabbit tobacco that grows out. And he got up a nice bundle of this rabbit tobacco and tied it up. And then he got back with the old fox and told him, said, "You take that clay you have," and said, "Make a smoking pipe." So that's what that fox did. He made a pipe shaped just like that turtle. And that was the very first turtle pipe that was made. Our Catawba people still make turtle pipes to this day to commemorate that story. Well, they take these items and they go back to see this turtle. And they say, "Mr. Turtle, we have some gifts for you." Says, "Here's a pipe to smoke and some tobacco." No, turtle had never smoked before. And he said, "Well," I said, "I'd take your gifts, but you're not getting any water." And I said, "But Mr. Turtle, this pipe is made in your image." And he says, "Well, fine, but you're still not getting any water." So that placed the gifts at his feet and they go away. The old fox is sitting on Nola watching, Rabbit's back underneath the bushes, and pretty soon that old turtle, he picks that pipe up and he looks at it and he thinks, "Well, this is a nice pipe and it's made in my image." And he's full of this ugly pride stuff. His head probably gets it even bigger. And pretty soon he decides he's going to try smoking. So he puts the tobacco under and he smokes this pipe. And when he smokes, he relaxes and drops his guard. When that happens, that's all Rabbit and Fox are waiting for. They run over and they scratch underneath this big-headed turtle to get to the water. And when they do, all this water come rushing out. And since that day, the water's flowed quite well. That's where the rivers and lakes came from. Well, when they do that, this big-headed turtle, he wakes up, he's startled. He knows he's been had. He's no longer guardian of all the water. And what happens when you walk up on a turtle? What do you do most of the time?
Stinks his head in.
Yeah, because he's ashamed. And that's the same thing that happens to us in life when we, think we're the most important thing. And we don't want to share what we have with our friends, our families, our neighbors, our communities, then the spirit within us dies and we become withdrawn into ourselves. And we're not doing the things that the Creator put us here for because He gave us all a place and purpose in life.